Come on. Okay. We have this white Chevy Silverado. It's an 07. It's a new body 07, which seems odd saying new body style for 2007, but it's a 2007 new body style. Came in here on a flatbed. Customer says his fuel pump went bad. Let's see here. Doesn't start. I don't hear a fuel pump. But that doesn't mean his fuel pump's bad. Let's get this in the shop. Thank you. You too. We'll wait for this UPS truck to get out of the way and we'll pull this truck out so I can get behind it with the tractor and push it inside the shop. Just to confirm our suspicions here, we're gonna get this cover out of the way. We're gonna hook our trusty OTC fuel pressure gauge up to the Schrader valve over here. I can already tell you there's no fuel pressure because fuel would be squirting out of here when we're putting this on. All right. I'll go crank it. You guys watch the gauge. Anything? Nothing. Okay, that just confirms our suspicions. Okay, I've got the scan tool hooked up and we're just going to run a quick scan here and see what codes come up. Okay, this right here, there's a lot of codes. I'm sure this thing has, yeah, it's got a slew of codes in it. But the code that's making the truck not run right now is going to be this U0109, lost communication with fuel pump control module. That's what I suspected was bad when he described on the telephone what was going on with his truck. It's a real common thing in this area for these fuel pump control modules to corrode and go bad. So let's focus on that one for now. We're going to take a look at our fuses in here, because there should be a fuse for both the fuel pump and the fuel pump control module. And let's see here. Fuel pump 21 right here. 21 would be it's going to be that 20 amp right here. That fuse is good. I don't know if you can see. It's good. All right, moving on. Our fuel pump control module is going to be 22. Where's 22 at? Way over here, also at 20 amp. So this should be our, it's also a good fuse. Okay, so our problem's not a blown fuse. Let's look underneath the truck. So I lucked out on this one. As you can see, there's no spare tire. And the reason that's important is because that's our fuel pump control module, and when the tire's up here, it partially obscures access to that right there. There's a locking tab right here. If you push that forward, then this plastic will start to pull down and wiggle this out as you pull it down. Don't just rip that plastic down, because if it gets filled with dirt like this one likely is, they don't just come out. You can break that sometimes. Oh, she's stuck. A little bit of sand in there, huh? Oh, yeah. So, we're going to do a quick and dirty diag on this, and you'll see that there's 2 large pins on the left side, there's 2 large pins on the right side. Those are the powers and grounds for the fuel pump itself. A real quick dirty diag to determine whether or not the fuel pump is good or bad is to jump these, and that's exactly what we're going to do. That's what I've done in the past, and that'll tell us if the fuel pump runs when we jump them, we know the fuel pump's good, we know the wire integrity is good, and we know that is bad. So that's what we're going to do. Just taking a couple of jumper wires I have here. And crossing these. All right, moment of truth, let's listen. Yep. Okay, I'm sure you guys could probably hear that, but the fuel pump is running. So now we know that this is our culprit. To remove this from the vehicle, there's 3 bolts that are threaded in from the top side of this metal bracket that's welded to this crossmember tube. This particular one, they're 10 millimeter. I don't know if this is going to help or not, but they're pretty rusty looking. The replacement module is a Dorman, and the reason why I like Dorman for these is because they don't require any programming. All the other ones that you can buy aftermarket require programming. The Dorman ones don't. They're plug and play. Even came with new screws. I just like to do a quick visual inspection and make sure all the mounting points are the same. They appear to be. The connector appears to be the same. All the pins appear to be the same. So let's install the new module. So you'll see that I cleaned up the bolts. The module came with new bolts, but they are a Torx bit. And what happens is that Torx recessed area in the head of the bolt will just fill up with crap, and you'll never be able to remove this thing again if the truck lives a couple more years and this thing fails again. So they're the same thread, they're the same size, pitch, length, everything. So I just cleaned up the regular bolts, and at least that way we'd be able to remove that if need be. And the way that this bracket is up here, the holes are slotted so you can stick this up in there, turn it, and then tighten them up. So you don't have to start them with it up in there. That makes it nice. Okay, and we're done. Let's lower the truck down, see if it starts. Okay, moment of truth. Now I'm going to do a couple ignition cycles here just to build some fuel pressure. I don't hear the pump though. Oh yeah. It runs. Chevy Silverado, fuel pump control module. If you made it this far in the video, I appreciate you for watching.